Hi, I'm Sharyl Attkisson, the CBS Evening News Capitol Hill correspondent, back here in our Senate side offices on Capitol Hill. Each of the media outlets have their own small booths to operate out of when we're covering the Capitol. I'm working on a story tonight about Fidel Castro in Cuba. That's because Castro has apparently given an almost 1 hour long interview to state television that'll be broadcast tonight, and we think this will be our best and closest look at him since his illness was announced last year, and he was pretty much almost given up for dead last year, but seems to be hanging on, even having some state visitors come to Cuba and being photographed with them, like the state Communist Party leader in Vietnam. Our producer John Nolan is helping us obtain that videotape from Cuba of the interview, even though it hasn't yet been broadcast in Cuba. What's the status of that?
Well, we're hoping to get an advance copy of the interview that Fidel Castro gave, and as it's fed into the broadcast center, we'll translate it, and we'll also be watching it to see how he looks physically, what his spirit is like, that type of thing.
I mean, one interesting thing to the situation in Cuba is that despite his illness, there was a smooth transition of power to his brother, so that the upheaval that many in the U.S. have been hoping for decades has not happened, and some say it's just not going to happen. And they argue that makes the trade and travel restrictions, the embargo that we've had against Cuba, kind of irrelevant. An interesting aside that a lot of people don't know, in the year 2000, there was a law passed that lifted a lot of trade restrictions, and the United States has actually been sending a lot of agricultural products into Cuba and accounts for a pretty big percentage of Cuba's agricultural imports. We sell them rice and a lot of farm products, dairy, chicken, poultry products, and that type of thing. So we're going to put all this together tonight for the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric, and we hope you'll join us.